my job. Damn. I'm filing a grievance with the union here.
Okay, you file a grievance.
You file the grievance. Go for it, girl.
All right, guys. We are on. Walk around the table.
We're still crooked.
Yeah, we're still crooked, but that's okay. We're crooked today anyway. So if you get nauseated, just turn your head to the side.
I'm going to get nauseated just looking at it.
Good morning. Walk around
Oh my
the table.
God,
Oh wait, they have 3 settings. This is the one. Now you can be an emergency person on the road. You know, emergency flashers. And then if you need it just to walk at night, it's got a regular thing.
good to know.
Yeah. So
she's going to give you a seizure now for a second.
yeah, wait, I'll just put them on sustain so that we don't have a problem. It's the third, it's the click.
Where's the click?
Right in the center here.
Oh.
1. Now you're giving them a seizure. Aren't they cool?
No.
Yes. They were on sale too. And I didn't get them at the dollar store. Now you got them on straight. You got flashers. She's our safety person today. So
I should have worn my safety orange.
You should have.
You should have told me you were doing this.
I never tell you because I know you could call it off. And
Now, all of you at home are probably saying, oh my God, it's
not even October yet.
Exactly.
Hey.
And we said that as well.
We did.
But
all the pumpkin patches are out and they're selling pumpkins. All the decorations are out. In fact, some of them you can't even get anymore because they're sold out.
it's because nobody wants them.
No, it's because everybody has them. They know that you have to do this stuff early in order to...
But it's September.
It doesn't matter. It'll be October by Friday. And
But the real
reason is I'm going to miss 2 Sundays to give this crap out.
That's
in
the real
October.
reason. She was trying to come up with all kinds of other excuses for her just shopping for her tchotchke crap.
Yeah. Well, that and, yeah.
I still have stuff in my bag from last year.
Well, then dig it out so we can use it this year. I won't go shopping then. I lie. I'll go shopping anyway.
I was just going to say,
Who are you
that's like
trying to
lying
kid?
like a rug. And I
And
cannot
she
do
can't
this.
take it. Hang
I
in
can't. It drives me batty. Better.
I let you. Oh, no, that kind of looks like you've got little wings on your hair.
I know. Looks like I have an orange crown or I'm an orange pussycat. I'm a light up orange.
There you have it.
There you go.
And this is Sunday, September 26th, and we have a milestone here today. We are 65.
I can retire.
Yeah, and we can apply for Medicare. There you go. Flock Around the Table's eligible for Medicare. Sue's not, but Flock Around the Table is because we're on number 65. So there you have it. So
That is a
anyway,
milestone.
It's feeling like, October, Halloween. It's a little chilly here with these beautiful clear days and some
It's gorgeous outside.
crisp
Perfect.
evenings and stuff. It's like you want to go
You
out.
want to tell people who you are?
I'm Deb.
I'm Sue.
I'm Mika. Actually, I wanted to tell people who I was.
Okay, well, you could have just said it. They know who I am. Hip hop and hero.
Snoop's favorite.
Yeah, I love Snoop. He has had commercials. I watched him again. He's got that chillin' one with that jacket.
I should just send it to you as a text so you can see it all the time so that
I
you
should
can
do
just
that.
pop it up anytime you want
Anyone
to.
I see him, and he's sitting out on the stack. That's
you-
what I'm going to be doing.
Did you watch the fuckery one that I sent everybody?
Lord.
Oh, God,
Yes.
yes. That was the best. I loved it. I thought, oh, my God, if you found, like, the ultimate of ultimates. I'm thinking, she's going to drop Jamie and go find him.
He used my favorite word in every single scenario that could possibly be used as an adjective, a noun, a verb, an adverb.
Didn't matter. He just used it.
It was fantastic.
the fucking baby.
Yeah, it was great. It was,
But it almost sounded like a lyric thing. I thought if you put that to music, you'd have a good...
oh, yeah, it would have been fantastic. I wanted him to start singing because I would have been like, yeah, that's good.
It was good. She finds she's great. Every morning when hi Karen, She sends out a little notice. I'm just doing this since before around
Before
the
COVID.
pandemic.
Every morning we get it.
Hey guys, have a
the first
good day,
person to
good
send
week.
us a text
Yeah.
is Karen. Good morning, everybody. Hope you have a great day.
Now it's closer to 7. She used to do it when she got up at 4:30 in the morning, and you get this.
And then I would text her back because I'd be up too. I always wait for Karen to go first. Mm-hmm. I started replying now with GIFs in our group. Mm-hmm. We have a group chat. So
is it GIFs or GIFs?
Whatever. I don't know. Whatever you call them, GIF or GIF, it doesn't matter. That's what I reply with. And every once in a while I find good ones that I just have to.
Oh, she does. I don't know where she gets them. I have to
send them.
And everybody asks her, hey, where do you find these things? And she doesn't tell.
I sent them my voodoo magic doll. That was my reply to that one. I sent a voodoo magic doll.
They come up on your phone and you got this and they're so cute. And you're like, where do you find these? And
I can't show you because you have an Apple and I don't understand Apple. So okay. I can show you.
It's okay. I enjoy getting them from you and it would probably take up all my time.
It'd be another rabbit hole I don't need to go down. Yeah.
I have these other rabbit holes.
What was it I was on this week? I can't remember exactly. Oh, the IRS.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That was a fun time. Hours I was on there trying to figure out how to get on the Indiana State one to find out if I actually paid my Indiana State tax because I had the coupon. But I learned about this way to pay it online. So I think I paid it online and then I didn't need to have the little coupon to send it. But I've never gotten anything from the state. But we did get a notice from the IRS that stimulus money wasn't really stimulus and now I have to pay it back or I have to pay tax on it or something.
Yeah, you had to pay taxes on it. It's income.
And
everybody does.
Yeah, but the way the stimulus is figured, they rearranged that. So if you're waiting for a return, look out. They may hit you. Because that's what our accountant said. She said, if you've gotten your money, they're not going back.
No.
But if there's returns sitting in there, they're tapping them.
Sure.
Because they can, because they have your money. So anyway, but I ended up richer this week because the IRS finally gave us our tax return for 2020. So Mikey goes, do I get any of that?
No.
I gave him 72 cents. I said, you can
it's
have
not
the
even
change.
$1.
I gave him the change, which is 72 cents, and I kept the rest of it. And he goes, well, what are you going to do with it? I said, I don't know.
Oh, then you booked a cruise.
Going on a cruise.
I did, guys. I'm going on another one. This time I'm going to the Mexican Riviera. Couldn't pass it up. Carnival had great deals. And if you like to cruise, go on Carnival. They're trying to get their ships full. And it's 6 nights. I guess it's technically 7 days because we go out on a Sunday and we come back. We go out on a Saturday and come back on a Saturday. So I guess that's 7.
6 nights.
Generally.
It's 6 nights, but
7 days. Yeah.
And we're going to Cabo San Lucas. So if anybody's been to any of these places, put it in the comments and I'll read it this week so I can find out where's a cool place right down by the dock because I'm not doing any excursions. I just like to get off and go to the little shopping areas and stuff.
The tchotchke shit. That's what she's all about.
The tourist traps.
There you go. That's me.
She's for the tchotchke crap.
And then Cabo San Lucas, Mazatlan, and Puerto Vallarta. And I really wanted to see Puerto Vallarta. I've seen on HGTV International, and I think they're on the edge of a mountainside or something, and it always looks really intriguing. Like when they stand in these condos that people are buying, and then look at the view, and it's like, whoa! You can see all the way to Guam.
Where is it?
I knew that'd get her. Do you know, I read an interesting thing this week that Hawaii is not the most southern property of the United States of America. Do you know what it is?
I would.
South Padre?
No. American Samoa.
Well, okay, but that's not It's not.
It is. It belongs to us.
It's a
not,
U.S. territory.
Yes.
It's not a U.S. state.
No,
it's
I'm not saying states. I said U.S. land value type thing.
No, it's a
Didn't say.
territory. It's
Well,
called a
whatever.
U.S. territory. No,
Yeah.
whatever. No, you're fucking shit.
It belongs to the United States.
It's a U.S.
You
territory.
don't need a passport to go in. But you don't need
You
a passport.
need customs to send shit there, though.
Well, maybe you do, but you only need a passport to fly in there. And Guam, also, you only have to have a passport.
Yes, but they're territories. They're not states.
Well, okay, it's like Puerto Rico. That's a territory.
That's true.
I thought Puerto Rico was part of the Dominican Republic.
No.
No, it's us.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Puerto
Learn
Rico
something.
Oh.
See, I told you, we are not only
and U.S.
entertainment.
Virgin Islands.
Oh,
That's
FYI, by the way,
Personal-
I have Miss Leah pointed it out, but I actually realized it before Leah pointed it out to me.
Okay, what did I do wrong now?
Last week you were talking about transatlantic,
Right.
except the very first time you said it, you said trans-Pacific.
Oh, maybe.
And she said, you said trans-Pacific, and then you went, no, I didn't. And I said transatlantic.
See?
I want you to go back and watch the episode.
Okay, I
you
will.
said you were right.
I thought I was.
You were right, Miss Mika. And I wasn't paying attention, obviously, or I would have stuck up for you.
Yeah, because I couldn't figure out how she got to Bermuda in the Pacific
From the
Ocean.
Pacific? Because I was doing the same thing.
I'm
I was
good.
sitting there going, what? Huh?
I'm good. Don't you know?
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
That's because up here it was trans-Pacific.
That's because your mouth works faster than your brain.
I know there's a clog in the center. I need to get a rotor-rooter that fixes it.
Clog.
Well, yeah, it goes from here and to here, and then it somehow it misses.
There's like a missing link in between your brain and your mouth.
Yeah, that could be it.
It's totally a missing bit. Or an extra one. Maybe there's an extra one. That's why it just keeps going, because it's trying to chomp off that extra link.
Whatever.
I'm
But
not
I
sure.
go to a barber shop, guys. Did anybody know a good barber shop? I need to learn the
Obviously,
male
I
comb-over.
don't.
No, look at this hair today, guys. Look at this. Check this out. This is what she had it in earlier today, probably before she dried it. Okay?
No. I can't. You know that big one that you gave me? I can't even get all my hair in that anymore.
Look at this. Look at this.
I like it unfettered. I like
Me
it
too.
like
I
that.
like it like that. But here, we'll get you.
But
a
it drives me batty.
There you go. Now keep
It's
drying
having
your
my-
eyes, Mom.
God.
So my hair is naturally wavy, curly, but I blow dried it. I didn't straighten it. I just blow dried it this morning. And I know I have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of split ends. So it's really frizzy because of that. But this is what my hair looks like when I blow dry it and how long it is.
Your gray patch is getting bigger, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're going to be like Cruella pretty soon.
It's okay. I kind of like the
She's gonna
Elvira
be
streak.
Yeah,
going.
and or the Cruella.
I was watching-
I'm all right with it.
I was watching a YouTube video podcast thingy, and in it the mom was sitting in the background. The daughters were at the table. The mom was in the background, and she had a white streak right down through here. And I thought, honey,
Oh, like her hair had grown out from a dye job? Oh, yeah.
honey, you need to go back to the beauty shop and get your hair done, or you need to let it go.
You need
Or
to.
you
Well,
need
she
to just go
probably
to-
she could have been letting it go, but what I recommend for the gals who dye and then decide that they're not going to dye their hair anymore, go have it highlighted so that you have.
Oh yeah.
Get it highlighted with gray. So the
Or-
rest of your hair that was red or brown or
You can
blonde
go
or whatever.
To the
No.
Walgreens and just get that stuff to spray it.
No.
Or you can do what I did and have
Shave it
chemo,
all off.
and it all comes out.
Shave it all off and start fresh.
Start fresh.
Start fresh.
And then it's
from
a
fresh.
surprise because you don't know what you're going to get.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, but no, do highlights.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
if I started to dye my hair, which I won't. But if I did,
I do.
and then I start, and then I want to go natural again, I would highlight gray.
Yeah.
To streak,
Yeah.
so that
I would highlight gray so that I had gray all
Right.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah. so that you don't
'Cause you
see
can
that hard
tell.
line.
You can tell. Yeah, you do. You get that line straight
that
down the
hard
middle.
Get that skunk streak.
I did dye my hair for a hot minute. A skunk stripe. Yeah. I did dye my hair for a hot minute, but when my hair was super short, I used to keep it. These gals know.
Yeah.
My hair used to be really, really short. And I would dye it. But that only takes a couple of months to grow out, and it was fine. But I was just like, you know what? I'm not.
Well, I was at the
I'm not doing this anymore. I'm gonna this is nature's highlights.
I was at the doctor's office the first of the week, and these two ladies just went on and on about my hair. Your hair is so wonderful. And I thought, thank you.
Yeah, you just say thank you.
And you did.
And you go on your merry way.
Don't make a face like that.
I was trying to look and see.
What?
But I think it's just the light, because somehow the top of your head looks a little darker than the rest of it. Maybe you're going to go the reverse.
Maybe so.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Wouldn't that?
No.
People, you could watch it happen here.
Not going to happen.
I do color mine. Mine's very close to my natural color, but I'm
We
very...
assume.
No, I do know, because she tells me. She tells me.
Oh my gosh.
Both of my sisters are like really gray.
Uh-huh.
And my dog sister and me have the same hairdresser.
Uh-huh.
So only your hairdresser knows for sure, And she pointed out to me that Gail's hair, she's practically entirely gray. And
Practically entirely?
Almost.
almost. Just about there.
Pretty much.
I had a thing this week for playing with my thesaurus. So anyway, she says for being older that I didn't have as much gray as she did. And with my mom being white, a very light, she was surprised that I didn't. And my brother, who she cuts his hair, is also a very gray. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, I made them that way.
There's a lot of truth to that. Well,
but it's very mousy and dull. Like,
yeah. When I was coloring my hair, the guy that I went to, I still go to him, we had colored it for so many years, neither one of us knew what the natural color was. It's kind of like, but he had this card that he had a formula that he used, and so he used the same formula each time, but no idea. No idea. So this is it now.
They have that stuff on computers now.
yeah,
Well, he
my
probably
hairdresser
does that.
doesn't. She
He
doesn't
doesn't need it anymore, honey.
No,
Right.
now he doesn't need it. But
Well,
I
not
even,
for you, but
I even
I'm
commented
sure he
that
still dyes
to
other people's
Becca.
hair.
I said, she's got this little box and she scribbles out and she's got cards pinned together, the 3x5 cards. Looks like a recipe box.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, well, that's what it sort of is. And I said, yeah, I guess. I said, but you can put it on your, I'm sure there's an app.
I'm sure there's an app for
And,
that.
and she
Yeah.
said, no, I'm old school. I like pens. And I'm like, no wonder we get along. So, and I even have a new pen for today too, guys. Check
Did
this
you
out.
catch that train as it went through?
You got to hop on. You got to be right there when it comes into the terminal. On it goes. I'm like a Japanese one. In, shove,
But-
gone.
You need to speak Japanese then.
Chawi wa kamen to hatai. I'm sorry if I offended you. I just threw
Right.
that
I was
out.
just going to say, please don't offend any Japanese people out there. Because we love you.
Yeah, whatever.
Her natural language is whale. So
I speak well. Yeah, that's
Reverse
because
language.
I used to tell the interns when they'd come into the hospital. They'd come by and they'd look at us and like, I am a doctor, and I'm like, yeah, but you're an intern, and we'd be like, you're still supposed to do what I tell you, and I'm like, no, you haven't reached the pecking order. I said, right now you're lower than whale shit, and he's like.
I almost took a sip of coffee with that. Did you time that just as I was gonna go with? Oh my!
And he just
gosh.
sort of looked at us and he just said, it was so funny the way his brain was trying to process this, thinking, am I insulted because I said shit?
Am I
right?
insulted?
I didn't say it. Sandy said it, but we were having this discussion with him, and they looked at it, and he looked at Sandy, and he looks at me, and he goes, you're right. We really are at the bottom of the barrel. And I said, yeah, there's nobody underneath you. Not even us, because you're in a different category. We swim in a different pond. And he was like, okay. So we saw him a couple months later, and he goes, hey guys, and he had turned out to be a really good guy, but anyway, he comes in, he has a shark shirt on, and he goes, I couldn't find a whale.
Couldn't find a whale.
And he goes, I hope you know I borrowed that line from you that we're lower than whale. And I said, you're all right. So that's how we did it.
Yeah.
So it was a good week otherwise. Oh, it was a really good, expensive week for two of us. I got my new phone. Did you guys get new Apple phones? See, got the new phone. And this one over here.
I got a new phone
She got a new phone too. But
Not
she's
an
not
Apple.
I got an Apple one. But so we had it's a fun week this week.
Oh, yeah. It was because my old phone.
Great fun. New technology. Trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Exactly. It used to be up here. Now it's down here. You used to swipe to the right. Now you swipe to the left.
I wouldn't know. I don't do.
I'm waiting for the break.
I don't have Apple.
I am. I'm looking at you.
I know. Okay. No, I didn't go out looking to buy a new phone. It just stopped downloading stuff I wanted downloaded. And, I'm so technically savvy that I thought, I'm going to take it to the store because I don't know what to do with it. And so they said, oh, God, lady, how long have you had this phone? Which indicated to me that perhaps it was time to update.
Either that or it was a really good sales pitch.
Well, I ended up with a brand new phone, and the monthly bill is going to be the same. So,
oh, that works out pretty good.
So yeah, it was a no-brainer. So, yeah, but we ended up. It took forever.
Jamie got that
Oh,
one that opens up like a book.
That Galaxy.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but my husband
Galaxy.
got the one that opens up and it looks like an iPad. Then when you open it up, it's
and you said he liked it.
About probably 2/3 the size of like a small iPad.
Yeah,
he loves it. Absolutely loves it. It's spectacular. I'll get one the next time I get a phone update.
The reason why I think is funny.
Oh, yeah, because he couldn't see the text anymore. So instead of changing the text size...
getting his eyes examined.
Or go to the optometrist and get your eyes examined. No. Just get a new phone.
Let's just spend $1,200 and get a
Don't
new
get
phone.
$10 readers from the drugstore.
Yeah.
No.
That would have worked too.
Yeah. Yeah, no. This is my husband for, he put a bazillion-dollar deck on our back of our house because he didn't want to mow the slope. And then the week after the deck was installed, he hired a mowing company to mow our yard. He's Polish, guys. You just have to excuse him.
No
He's
offense
Polish.
to the Poles.
No, he makes fun of Polish people.
Oh, mine too.
Probably more than
the Polacks did. That was a big thing when my old boss was Polish too. His favorite expression was, "My kid can do anything." What do you mean? He's Polish.
He's Polish. Yeah, whenever Jamie does something incorrect or wrong or different than any other person on the face of the earth would do, he goes, "Just don't mind me. I'm Polish."
I like that. That's cool.
So the rest of us have no excuse.
Well, you can't say,
I love him anyway.
Never mind. I'm German. So I'm Russian. The Polish works. I don't
It works
know
for
if
Polish.
It's because maybe they were.
They make fun of themselves most.
Yeah.
Too.
So
we won lunch once when we were in college. He called the radio station they wanted jokes of the day or whatever. They did a contest, and the one that they liked just happened to be Jamie's. And the joke was, and I still remember it. 400 years later, why do Polish people spell their name SKI at the end? Because they can't spell toboggan.
it.
Got lunch off that one.
That's pretty good.
At first, I was like, what is a toboggan? But then the ski toboggan, I got it. It kind of crossed
Yeah,
over.
they can't spell toboggan. So then for the longest time, because of all of our friends heard this on the radio and then knew that we got lunch off of it and everything, so then they started calling us Muddlin' Toboggan.
That's priceless. I love it.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Muddlin' Toboggan.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I did ask him to take my name instead because my maiden name is so much better. Because it was cool. I could sign it. You could make a little googly face and eyes and a smiley. Because it's cool as you could make eyes.
Yeah, you could do glasses. Little pumpkins.
Now, see, I didn't ask my husband to take my last name. My last name was Wrestler.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that.
And I went from Wrestler to Adams. And
Adams
is
yeah.
Well, you went from the bottom to the top.
Well, and that.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say the bottom, but an easier
alphabetically.
Alphabetically, because that's what a lot of it was.
We got married after my junior year in college, so I finished my senior year as a married woman. That trip down the aisle made me a woman. Anyway, I'm sitting in class, and the professor is calling roll call, and he calls out Adams, and there had been a girl in my class named Tony Adams, and she'd been in a lot of classes with me, and I'm looking around for Tony, and I couldn't see her, and they said Adams, and I'm still looking for Tony, and come on, Tony, speak up here. And he said it a third time. I went, oh wait, that's me. And everybody laughed.
Well, I went from Brown to Hilton, so that wasn't any big difference.
Yeah.
But when my brother got a job once, they said, well, who's the new guy coming? He goes, Pete, a color, green or something. So when they saw him and knew that he was the new person, it would be, because they knew his name was Peter, so they'd introduce. And he goes, oh, Pete's fine. He goes, okay. And on the door, the guy actually went and had, because nobody actually introduces Pete Brown. This is Pete, our new guy. The sign said Pete Green. He's like, it's brown. He goes, well, I know it was a color.
Oh my gosh.
So for the longest time, and it took forever to requisition a new one, because he was working for DARPA back then.
Well, then he should have just said Pete Color. That would have been good too. Pete,
yes,
Pete, some color.
Pick a color. So I think that's
Pete
kind
color.
of funny. So that's how that went. So yeah, names kind of get funny. My sister was, well, her initials, I had made her an Afghan that was, and it was Afghan stitch, or I guess it's
whatever.
You
made her an Afghan,
and I put her initials EAB on it and stuff. And she said, "Oh, I'll just have to make sure I marry somebody with the same B with the last name." Sure enough, she did. So she didn't have to change all of her monogram stuff. I said, "Well, that's one way to do it."
Well, yeah. Or you just tell them that they have to take your name. Yeah. Period. She was the doctor anyway.
No, that's the other
one.
Yeah. The doctor didn't change her name. She didn't take... Well, she married an Egyptian, and his name was Mohammed El...
It's something that you can't... Us Americans have a hard time pronouncing.
Oh, my gosh, yes. So he was actually referred to as Brown a lot. Mohammed Brown, because, like, at the country club, he used it more than my sister did.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mr. Brown there.
So he was okay, which was fine, because the other way you couldn't write it out, and it's got little oops and things on it and stuff. So anyhow,
well, like I was saying, us Americans have a hard time with that.
We do.
We
do.
We're not grown up with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that.
With all the extra little.
We're not conditioned for the vocal sounds.
Yeah.
Or even all of the, what are they called? I call them chickas because that's what Peanut calls them.
and all the little extra things that go on top.
It's not part of our language.
When I was in college, I was getting a degree in speech pathology and audiology. Mm-hmm. One of the courses I had to take was phonetics.
Yeah.
And with phonetics, you have different letters, but each letter has a specific sound. Mm-hmm. And so the test was the teacher would pronounce a word and we were to write it phonetically using the phonetic alphabet.
Right.
Now, the only problem was she was from Canada.
Oh, no, eh?
And there's certain...
Sorry, Canada. I used to live in Minnesota, and I work with a bunch of Canadians. I can get into your dialect really quick.
But there's certain words, certain vowels that are pronounced differently in American than it is in Canada. And I just struggled with that so much because she would say a word, I would repeat it to myself, I'd write it phonetically. I was writing it like I said it, not how she said it.
Right.
So I was
I can imagine that would be difficult.
it was difficult.
It's sometimes too when you hear like on movies and stuff and they refer to things in there, like a lorry is a truck in Ireland. And the boot
is your
the
trunk.
Yeah.
And a toque is your hat in Canada.
Yeah.
Same sort of situation. So it takes some time and you look at them like, huh? And my husband tells a story about the British guy who said that she was built like a ceramic defecatory.
Ah.
The little brick shit house. And
Yeah.
The whole class literally he says, we're all taking these notes.
Not safe for work, guys.
And then all of a sudden everybody hears brick shit, ceramic defecatory, and he said the whole room it was like choreographed. And then he said it was like, it connected. And he said it was like the wave in the room.
The light bulb literally went.
He said it was like watching a wave in the room as people went through. So, anyway.
It's fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like our tongues are, like, or like Spanish, our tongues don't roll like this.
You can learn to roll them, but
but
that was the thing that was difficult with
the
double hour arroz.
We have a hard time with it just because we're not conditioned with it from beginning.
There was one of the shows I used to watch.
I didn't mean anything bad by it.
She actually spoke Farsi because her grandmother was Farsi, one of this actress on one of these shows. And one of the comments they always made in the show was, wow, it's flawless. You could barely detect your accent. And she was always put off by that on the show because, And so, but the same sort of thing. She had mentioned that in an interview once, saying that she speaks flawless Farsi because of her grandmother. She's from Iran. Mm-hmm. And she says, I get in these situations and they immediately say at first, and then she goes, after a while, they say, wow, you do very well with your accent. She goes, I don't understand. So, anyway.
Speaking of actresses who speak
who speak a different language, different voice.
Take that away from her.
That shocked me, I guess, I should say. Because I'm sure there are lots of actors and actresses that speak other languages. But
sure.
This one threw me for a loop because her English, you just would never. I didn't pick up on it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mila Kunis, from that '70s show.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
She's Russian and speaks Russian.
I would have never figured that.
I know she has literally no. Her vocal coach or whatever, or the person who taught her how to speak English.
Yeah,
because English is her second language. I was shocked.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
No,
we are such a
see what you learned today.
Joy.
I can't remember if it was Justin Timberlake or what's his name, the goofy guy from that '70s show.
Never watched the show, so I don't know the goofy guy.
Well, there was an interview, and they were in Russia, and one of the people asking a question asked it to the guy, I can't remember who it was, and said something to him in Russian. And as she turns to him, she goes, let me take care of this. And she turns to this interview guy and just, lets him have it for speaking to,
down
because he put him down in Russian.
Yeah.
He gave up.
Right.
I was like, thank you.
Well, I know a friend
of
mine talked about a time when she was in I assume, on a trip to Mexico or whatever. And her daughter had 3 years of Spanish and was really pretty good in Spanish. And a couple of guys were making comments. Her daughter was quite attractive, and a couple of guys were making comments in regards to her attractiveness, and she turned and replied to them in Spanish. And they kind of dropped their teeth.
Yeah.
And walked away embarrassed. So I've always thought that learning a second language would be a good idea. But then, when I struggle with English, I think,
I figure I slaughter one. I don't need to be slaughtering others, except it's kind of fun, like when you're at the airport or sitting somewhere and they're speaking Spanish and they're kind of talking about somebody just by the way that they're, and you turn around and you give them this eye.
You're a little thing.
And then they wonder whether or not you really understand them.
Well, when I was working, I worked with a school system that had a large percentage of Spanish-speaking students and parents. And, my 2 years of high school Spanish helped, but I learned more Spanish with them than I did probably with Mr. Prosser in high school Spanish. So I got so that there were certain words that I knew and I could
Right.
translate. And my biggest mistake was one time we were on vacation in Cozumel.
That's on the other side.
It's on the Gulf side.
Yep.
And of course I'm sitting here watching you do this.
Me too, and I'm intrigued by what she's doing and we're totally ignoring you.
And I was, we were scuba diving and we had been diving with Miguel. And so being the smart ass that I am, we got on the boat and Miguel wasn't there. And I said, "Donde está Miguel?" Which is, where is Miguel? And they answered me in Spanish and I said, no. Don't answer me in Spanish.
Answer me in English.
You got to answer me in English because I'm just showing off. And so I'm sure they had many interesting comments to say in regards to my,
I'm sure.
my language skills.
I find that really interesting. And I guess, I don't have a stamp on my passport, so I don't know, literally.
We need to get her out of the country.
But I hear it a lot, and I hear it a lot here in America when people travel to other countries like Mexico. And we think we're being really cool and we say something to somebody there who's native in their language. And then we're shocked that they don't speak English back to us. Isn't that arrogant as all get out? It's like,
oh yeah,
I hear it all the time from Americans. I'm like, no, you're in their country.
Right.
Like,
right. But it's just natural. We think
I
we're
know.
doing something like, hey, check this out. Donde
Check
es
this out.
Miguel, and throw me out,
yeah, you're really cool. You can say one sentence in their language.
I can also order beer in Spanish.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I can, and now that I've learned that pollo is a chicken, I can have chicken. I always thought pollo was just a name.
Yeah, she just thought Pollo was the guy that worked in my warehouse.
I did, but they call him pollo because he runs around like a chicken. And I thought his name was pollo, so I kept calling him pollo.
No, his name is Edgar, but he doesn't answer to that anymore.
So anyway, so we will move on to what we're supposed to be moving on.
He's been Pollo for 7 years. I don't think.
Yeah, our trip down language lane.
That's funny.
That took a side. That took a
was
side.
a side thing. See, we are just here for you all. Let me tell you, we are on it.
Yeah, if you suggest a topic that we might,
put it in the comments. We'll come up with something.
we'll probably ignore it, but
you never know.
We don't ignore them.
We don't ignore them.
but I mean,
the thing is, I read the comments on Thursday, and by Sunday I've slept, so I have no idea what they said.
well, okay. One lady talked about when her son got his hearing aids.
Oh yeah, that was
Because
nice.
I was talking about my mom getting her hearing aids and hearing the crickets. So
we read them. We really do.
Yeah, we do.
We don't always get the time to respond to them, but we do read them all.
Oh
right.
yeah,
Just like we get all our projects done.
No, We do read all of the comments.
Oh, absolutely. I read them
The
as
comments?
they come in.
Well, I would read the comments because those are much better than trying to figure this out.
I get a quicker sense of accomplishment by reading the comments than I do out of getting my knitting done.
Yeah, so,
It's so true. Then I feel motivated, like, oh, this is so cool. Away we go, Now, but anyway, see, look, I've almost got a row done today. Isn't that good?
Yeah. I should be working on mine, but it's... I need to show you where I am.
Okay, well, let's segue over to Fluck Around the Table, the knitting side.
The knitting. This is the knitting portion of the episode.
Portion of the knitting show. Okay.
Y'all aren't here for the knitting anyway. You know it.
Yes.
They're all knitting at home,
Okay.
chuckling away.
If you'll recall,
Oh, my.
Oh, your simple something.
my simple something.
I think I'm
Is-
going to have to do that.
I say that too, but I'm working on a sweater right now, so
I am in the ribbing around the bottom.
You're still in the ribbing.
Well, it's 3 inches of ribbing.
Oh, I thought it's your other one that you're doing the cable cast off.
Yeah,
Or
and
never mind.
the I-cord. Yeah, and I haven't got that done either.
Oh,
But here's where we are.
Looks great. I love it.
And I had it yesterday. A group of us were knitting, and they said that the colors really don't show up well on
film.
on this
camera.
because you can just
A
see
little better here. Look, because it does go a little.
it's just
very
because it's
slight.
it's the minis that I'm using are kind of a pastel color. Mm-hmm. And you can just barely see the change. You can see it a little better in real life. So,
Yeah, but that's still really cool. It's a
yeah, I'm
Fun
real
gradient.
happy with it. And
Oh, I
I
am
think, I keep going.
Look how nice. I think it'll be okay once you block and get it
that's
going.
up to your shoulder.
Up to my shoulder would be good.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we
I love
we
it.
think it's going to fit.
We'll make it fit.
We'll make it
Did
fit.
you block your other one?
No, I'm mad at it
She's mad in it.
The orange one?
Yeah.
Why are you mad at it?
because it's so tight.
But you said you were going to give it to your mom.
I thought you were going to
then you-
aggressively block it.
Well, I'm going to do one or the other.
Oh.
Anyway, this is where I am. It's a simple something. It is
Neat. I
Hugh
like it.
Hugh Local mini skeins,
Right.
And held with, gosh, I forget the name of the other stuff, but we'll have it in the show notes. I've got it written down here for Sue. But it's got a little bit of alpaca in it, so it's got a little bit of a halo to it, and it's going to be really warm.
It's going to be really nice because
Yeah.
you were always cold. I'm surprised you're not in a sweatshirt today.
I'm in long sleeves.
She's in long sleeves.
True.
Yeah. I actually have shoes on because it was 40 degrees this morning. I usually wear
Not
flip-flops.
flip-flops.
Yeah, I usually wear
Yes,
flip-flops.
she does.
So she wears shoes, but she usually
Right.
wears flip-flops.
I'm a big flip-flop girl.
I have my monster slippers on.
You
Oh,
too.
these are the best.
I can't get my foot that high anymore, but
I wonder where they
I wear
came
my
from.
monster slippers. I'm not sure, but I think a friend of mine who went on an Alaskan cruise found them up there in Sasquatch country.
I did.
Oh, was it you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'd forgotten that.
Well, you don't wear socks, so it's kind of hard for you. And then when you see, and they were pink. That was
They
the
were
main
pink.
thing.
They were pink.
It's the pink that draws me to this stuff because every once in a while I look and I don't look at things and I'm thinking, okay, oh look it comes in pink. Oh, she's got to have it.
She's got to have it as pink.
It's pink, so which is good because then you have an avenue to go to. Meaning, like for me, all you have to do is when my sister
Is
says
it
you're
tchotchke
terrible.
shit? Then it's good for Deb.
My sister says you're terrible to buy for it, and I said, "Well, you get me stuff all through the year." She goes, "Yeah, every time I see something stupid, I
Yes. Yeah.
anyway.
Like those weird, infomercials on TV, like the ShamWow or something.
Right.
That's perfect for you.
Right.
You are like,
right, the little crazy
You
lights
know-
and all the other little things.
You know what I want? I want the little giant ladder.
The little giant ladder.
I have seen that infomercial, and I just think that thing is amazing.
Okay, I'll have to look for it. That's what I'll look for Christmas. The little giant ladder. Let me write that down.
God, she is.
I am.
I have no place to put it, and I think
But it
it's...
doesn't matter. We can just set it on the stairs.
She's gonna.
Yes, you can. Because you
gonna-
can make one side longer and the other side shorter.
I know. See, so you could. And
It
then
is
when
amazing. I
then
don't
when
need
you get
it.
up there, you won't have to carry anything. You could just slide it down the ladder.
If she buys me a little giant ladder, folks, you're going to know all about it.
I'm going to bring it in and show you a picture of it at her house when we deliver it. I'm going to have it delivered to her front door.
But I've always thought that was a fascinating
It is a fascinating
piece
cool
of
thing.
equipment.
Yeah, it is.
I have absolutely no use for. I have
I
ladders.
was gonna say, are you gonna be climbing a ladder?
Hell no.
She won't climb the stairs.
Right. So if you hire a handyman and he needs a ladder, he needs to
We
bring
need to bring
it
us
home.
ladder.
But I've got I got a step ladder.
You have an extension ladder in your
I have an
garage.
extension
Right.
ladder in my, so I don't need a little giant, but I just think it's
I think
fascinating.
they're cool.
Yeah.
And I don't need the stroller that
that Leah
Leah
has.
has, but I want that stroller, that
What are you
wagon.
going to put in it?
I don't know. I got to find out how she.
You can put me in it.
No, I can put all my crap, and when I get to the gate, I can take my bags out. You
But
know?
then you've got the stroller.
But then you go, and they put it underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she can't carry that on it. It would have to be like any other regular stroller. You
Yeah.
just leave it at the
Gate.
gate there when you get on the plane, and then they put it
Yeah.
underneath, and then they bring it up when you land.
Yeah.
So I'd have to kind of check that out because then you're not you're just walking across the airport.
Well, and you can
Instead of walking across the airport,
you could borrow what was the doll's name from Connie? Connie, remember Connie?
Oh God, yes. I don't remember.
We have a
I
friend
think it's
who has a life size like
Baby doll.
baby doll, like 1950s type baby doll, but it was a boy. It was a boy doll
It wasn't.
because she brought him in overalls. It was a boy. It was a
No,
it was a
yeah,
boy. I can't remember his name. She named him, and she would drive around and she would put it in a car seat in her car, and she would drive around town. This is no joke, guys.
oh wait, I remember.
We like made fun of her because we thought she was pulling our leg until she came in one day with it. But she would leave this doll in the car when she would go shopping and whatnot. And she almost had her car broken into because somebody thought that it was a real baby.
That's nothing to laugh at.
No,
honest,
it's
I
not
don't. It's
nothing to
bad.
laugh at, but that's how lifelike this doll is. That's what you should do. You should put one of the baby doll
that's
right
it.
up front in the
And
the
then
big
send-
put all of your luggage and stuff
And then
in there.
put the stroller and the baby doll underneath.
This is like the Cadillac of strollers. It
Oh, it's
holds
amazing.
4 kids
yeah,
and like
and stuff. It's-
every other thing.
Oh,
It
it
probably
reminded
actually
me-
has a detachable satellite dish.
well, it had the overhead. So I'm sure it was
Yeah, it's
Wi-Fi,
got
Bluetooth.
Probably.
Do you know what it reminded me of? Was like an Amish buggy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All you needed
Yeah.
was a horse on
There's a
the
horse in
front.
the front.
Yeah.
Well, they had Brendan. So
And-
Daddy was pulling them along, so Britton was over there. So
but
Oh, it's
It
the
was pretty
best.
fancy.
it's a very nice stroller.
Leah, put a comment. Send us a comment and put where you got it or what it's called, so our readers
Yeah,
can
so
read through our
readers can-
comments to find out about it, or mention it on Pygmy Tigers because it's the
I
best.
think she may have mentioned it over there, but if you have more than one child,
This thing's amazing.
this thing
Little child. I have more than
Little
one child, but I'm not going to get
if you
it.
have more than one child that needs to be pushed around in a stroller
Well, I thought.
and can get this,
Uh-huh.
she highly recommends it. And from the photos that we've seen with all of her girls in there,
And all the stuff.
I
It
think
was
we
amazing.
probably would highly recommend
I
it
would
as
too.
well.
I thought it was great when I saw the strollers that they put a little thing on the back so it like your 4 or 5-year-old could stand and not have to walk while they were pushing the stroller. I thought that was pretty cool when I was down
yeah.
at Disney. This is incredible. It's the Cadillac
Yeah, it's
top
just as she calls
Bentley
it. It's,
line of all things.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
and she only got about 18 things done while she was in Seattle, but whatever. I'm still working on January. Maybe I'll have it done when I get
Still
back
working
from
on
my-
January?
Yeah, this I started in January when we had our pseudo
Oh.
semi knit along thing going.
I don't know when I started this.
But you're back to it again.
I am back to it.
Now, are you about done with the?
No.
Okay.
That's where I am with the color work. I have this much to go, and it increases more as I go there. So I'm moving up. So I'm
Not quite
2/3 of the way through the color
Yeah.
work.
So, because it's really
It's really cool. I like
Really
the inside
pretty.
almost as much as the outside. Because your
Here's
stranding work is amazing.
Here's the inside.
Well, look, it almost, you can tell. Look at the pattern.
Yeah.
Look, you can still have a pattern. I mean, that's incredible.
So
That's great.
I put little markers in here. This is what I'm gonna work on during the week when I'm at home. Not when I'm out. I have I'm waiting project for when I'm out. But,
Yep.
But so I markered this the other last since last
Good.
night.
That's good for color
So
work.
I will leave my stitch markers in here, and each week I'll just put a new stitch marker or a progress keeper in, so we can see how far I get week to week.
That would be good.
Speaking of which, did you all see the stitch markers that Sue posted on Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh my God, so cute.
Aren't they fun?
They are lovely.
Y'all need to stick around. I have some fabulous ones coming. But each week, I'll put up a new posting on the Instagrams and comment, subscribe, do all that. There's directions on the post. I'll put them up on Fridays. I will draw on Mondays from the comments on there or new subscribers on here. Or if you share it on the Instagrams. Directions are on the post. So each stitch marker post, now going forward, most of them are going to be a giveaway. So this week they're little gray foxes.
Nice.
They are so cute.
So cute.
So cute. I may have to go look in her stash and see if I can snag one.
Yeah. Well, actually, if you just on the way to the bathroom, just zip in that little room.
Oh, I could. Yeah. But I've
She
already
never
been to the
know.
bathroom for this time. So.
I put a lock on that door.
You probably did. If you're smart, you did.
Yeah, if you're smart, you did. So,
Yeah.
anyway, that's all. I've been doing work in progress. I've been working on this, mittens, trying to get things together so I know what I'm going to take and get ready.
You travel so much and you have so much clothes. You should just keep suitcases packed.
Well, I
Yeah,
probably
but you got to
will
wash your
again.
underwear.
Well, wash it and put it back in the suitcase.
Well, that's what I did.
Wash it, dry it, and put it back in the
I
suitcase.
bought 10 new pairs this week, and they're getting washed, and that's exactly what's going to go right into the suitcase.
You're just going to wear new underwear on your trip?
Yeah, I have 10 new pairs. I never relinquish my underwear to anybody, so 10 will be good for that trip. Just in case I have an accident day or something, then I have an extra pair. But this time I'm going to overpack. I didn't overpack when I went on the last one, and I wish I had. Because it was so hot and sticky that I had to spray my shirts and hang them up and stuff because it was like I didn't have enough to wear. So this time I'm overpacking. I'm going to take the big suitcase because I'm in first class, so I don't care.
Well, you get a free check bag. Anyway.
I get 2.
Oh, you get 2.
In first class, you get 75 pounds. But I don't have it coming home.
I couldn't tote 75 pounds worth of suitcase. I struggle with my 50.
She could.
Oh, listen, if I can't
She'll
lift
get it
I
to
don't care.
74.5 pounds.
Yep, I will. But then I have to make sure I have the second bag to come home with because I'm flying out
Because you get
Southwest.
just tchotchke shit.
Because for tchotchke shit and to take the other 5 pounds out of the bag because you can only have 50 domestic when you're going out Southwest. See, totally know what I'm doing here. I gotta get
Travel-wise, I got to admit, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I come and go as
There
I
are other
need.
things she doesn't know shit about.
No,
travel-wise.
Like Pacific or Atlantic. Like
Yes.
I never know which ocean I'm in, but I'm on an ocean somewhere. That's
she
right.
can't keep the eastern
waste
seaboard or
west
the
is
western
like-
seaboard
yeah.
straight.
Well, I kept saying Cabo San Lucas. I kept saying Cozumel. And a friend of mine was like, wait, if you're going to Mazatlan, you're not going to Cozumel. And I said, well, it's a C word, but I don't remember what it is. And And then I said, Cancun? And she's like, no. And I said, well, let me look it up. So I got my phone out. I said, oh, Cabo San Lucas. And she goes, that makes sense. She goes, that must be some cruise ship to go across Mexico and then back again. I said,
Well, you have the Panama Canal.
Yeah, but this isn't a Panama Canal cruise. I'd be talking about that.
Yes, you would.
Yeah, you would.
My neighbors did it. My neighbors did it, and he said they got off the boat at one of the stops, and the first thing you see, he said, literally, the first thing you see as you come into the dock is the Walmart.
There you go.
Well, of course.
Foreign travel.
It's kind of up on a hill, and because the sign's so big, and you're coming in, you're like, does that say Walmart? No.
Didn't you say that there was a Walmart at the Port of Call in Brooklyn, too?
Yes. No, IKEA.
Oh, IKEA.
There's an IKEA there at the Port of Brooklyn.
There.
Big IKEA. Yeah, so, and they have a special boat dock that brings you over from Manhattan, too.
And did you go to IKEA in Brooklyn?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Okay.
The girl, Joe, I was traveling with a friend of mine, she had never been to an IKEA, so we went there. It was fun. She didn't want to do anything else, so I said, okay, let's take a boat ride.
It's fine.
And it was $5, and then if you buy something, which we did because I need an extension cord, because we had 2 CPAPers on the cruise, so I needed an extension cord, so we went there to get one. I wanted to see if they had a fan, too.
Did you have a meatball?
Yeah, we did.
Of course you did.
It's Swedish meatballs. It's a great place to eat. It's really reasonable, and the food's pretty good. So, and I love lingonberries. They're very good.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a lingonberry?
Yes.
Good. See, so you know. They're good.
There's not many berries that I don't like.
Okay.
I can't think of one, actually, that I don't like.
What about
Now, see, I'm not...
berry Goldwater?
Oh. I think that we've probably run out of
Berry
things.
Manilow.
Yeah, I think
I'm not really big on Berry Manilow.
as we've gone downhill and we've digressed to the world of
Berries.
berries.
See, I'm not a fan of blueberries, but
I'm not a fan of store-bought blueberries. But if they're wild blueberries, then they actually taste like
I think we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think this is kind of time for us to kind of move
Yeah, 'cause
on
we're-
down.
In case you guys were wondering, this is the Carlina sweater.
Yeah, we have information galore of anything.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about it before, but there might be somebody new out there. This is what it looks like. Carlina sweater. That's what it looks like.
And Sue will have it all posted in the show notes, so you can read everything.
I will
there.
eventually, but I've been so busy at work. I'm
patient.
apologizing right now. It takes me forever to get the show notes in, so my apologies.
And she knows neither one of us.
Well, we can't, can we?
I couldn't. Please. I'd have us delete
I'll get it there
before
eventually, but
The YouTube would be calling you up saying,
stop,
excuse
just
me.
shush. I put them in. I'll get them in there, but it's the Carlina pullover. It is on Ravelry. It is a pay-for pattern.
Just hit repeat, or back up. And then
And
you'll
mine is
Simple something.
Simple something.
Simple Something, and it is also on Ravelry, and it's also a pay-for pattern.
Yeah,
And this is Mpito, and it's free.
that's free. Mpito shawl.
Yeah.
That is a free
So
one.
have a great week. Leave all your comments here. Like us, subscribe, share us with friends.
Tag your friends over on the stitch marker.
And decorate for Halloween, because it's really fun.
In about
And
3
don't
weeks,
look at
decorate
them.
for Halloween.
Don't look at them. Look at me. Don't look at them.
Okay.
You
All
gotta look
right.
at
All
Halloween.
right. Goodbye. Keep knitting.
Bye, everybody. Have a good one. Love you.